We'll start the demo in this classic piece written by our founder, Doug Engelbart, who's our inspiration for this initiative. The HyperScope paradigm offers a variety of ways to view the document. For example, you can trim your view to see just the first line of every paragraph or heading. What is this file I've landed in? Is it even relevant to my pursuit? Adjust the line shown for more or less detail. Or collapse it up to an outline view of the document, adjusting the depth of level shown to suit the moment. In this view, we're seeing blank lines between these paragraphs, and we see more of the document if we hide the blank lines. Again, we can hide or show at will. Based on that outline, these purple numbers are provided as a further visual cue for how it's shaping up, and as a point of reference showing where you are in the document as you scroll. Again, you can hide or show at will. These purple numbers have the added benefit of letting you jump by number. You just click on the number, allowing you to navigate with precision. And always, wherever you find yourself in the document, you can pop back up to the top or origin of the file in one jump. Besides the classic outline view of the document, you can also see a table of contents view showing just the headings. Select from the headings, jump back to the origin, view it as a table of contents, or stop viewing it as a table of contents. So let's switch to the question of user interface. How am I controlling all this? Think about how you might design a user interface or dashboard for selecting these features: buttons, dials, menus, command shortcut keys. The HyperScope paradigm welcomes a wide variety of user interfaces to choose from, depending on personal style or the needs of your group project repository, or how it would play in the established look and feel of the various content providers out there, or the various apps that you find yourself in. In our pre-beta version, we've gone with this dashboard theme, using buttons to make stuff happen. To change your view, we have these buttons labeled with shortcut code or view spec code. Mostly these view spec codes don't mean anything, long story, but you get the hang of it fast with these friendly hover hints, plus how useful they are. Side note, the screen recorder is interfering with the hover hints, so just trust me on this. The view spec buttons come in pairs for the most part, to hide or show, turn on or off. So here we go. Y and Z, show or hide the blank lines, hide, show. M and N, hide or show the purple numbers. X gives you your outline view. B and A are +1 or -1 more levels, and W for a full view. And T, which actually is mnemonic, gives you the table of contents view, and U reverts back to a full view. And the view specs work in any combination you like. For example, turn on the table of contents, turn off the blank lines, turn off the numbers, turn off the table of contents, and so on. And you still have jump by number. And wherever you find yourself in the document, you can always jump back to the origin or the beginning of the file. And anytime you need some real helpful hints, you can always hit the help button and get a bird's eye view of all your options. What you've seen thus far is just the tip of the iceberg. Once you're comfortable with this much, you can graduate to the next level. Here you have just a few added view spec buttons and a few more jump buttons, plus this navigation go bar. When you jump click on a purple number, it puts the number here. This is the address with the file or document number you're in. In this case, it's a document number, and the purple number. And you can change this. For example, let's jump to 8 or 7B. Notice it retains your last address number, and you can scroll around and then say, let's just pop back there. In the HyperScope paradigm, these numbers are added automatically by the system. The author did not have to think about this ahead of time. The system provides it. And anything you can jump to, you should be able to optionally link to, and this will be provided in a future version. Speaking of jumps, we have a few new jump buttons, backward and next and up. So next just takes you to the next paragraph or heading, just marching through the file, and backward takes you back the same route. And wherever you find yourself, you can always click for up, and it shows you what section you're in. So just these simple functions let you navigate with precision and get your bearings pretty quickly. Now in the view spec buttons, we have two new pairs. G and H let you show the numbers on the left or the right, depending on your needs for the moment. And T and S, T was the first one I showed you, show me just the first line of each one, and S will give you all the lines back. So let's take a quick look at these indicators over here. The top bar here shows you which view specs are in effect, and levels and lines show you how many of each one is currently showing. So you can always get your bearings. Here again, you can click for help, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, just drop back to a lesser featured version. Okay, this is still the tip of the iceberg. There are tons more features. We'll save that for another demo. But just what you've seen so far with the jumps and view specs combine to offer fast, flexible, fluid interaction with the contents of the document, enabling you to zoom around with precision closer to the speed of thought. And that is just scratching the surface of what Doug Engelbart called for. Ultimately, you want these augmented browsing features with your choice of user interface style as a standard baseline of functionality wherever you find yourself in the entire knowledge sphere. Whether you're bombing around in your personal repositories, your team repositories, out on the web, using any manner of applications or content provider arenas, any random website you visit, that these would always be an option. So let's switch over to the resources portal for HyperScope. Everything you need to try it yourself is here. Lots of content. We're always adding more. The demo, which you can watch over and over again. Give it a whirl. Where you can find the resources. Click on the authorship paper to test drive it yourself. More papers available and coming online soon. The cue cards are available. And for developers, we're putting together a developer site where you can find each other and what's going on there. And further inquiry, speaking of what Doug Engelbart was looking for in HyperScope, all the thinking is encapsulated in these links that you can peruse, and links to more papers, of which there are many. So give it a whirl, see what you think. Feel free to send some feedback, and welcome aboard.